Montana, you and the San Francisco 49ers just won the Super Bowl. What are you going to do next?
We're going to Disneyland!
Wait a second. Muppetland? Yep, that's what we're going to be diving into today in the Disney Archive. But first off, this British accent belongs to me, Jack Kendall, the host of DSNY Newscast, your daily news source about everything to do with the Walt Disney Company. And if you like this face, then go watch the rest of my other videos up here. And if not, you don't like that face, still check them out, as you might find them interesting after all. Now on to Muppetland. There was a time back in the late 1980s when a man named Michael Damon Eisner, yep, Damon, bet you didn't know that one. Michael Eisner's middle name sounds like a Bob Marley lyric. Damon. This man was the Prince of Hollywood. Everything he touched turned to gold, except the Black Cauldron. I mean, come on. Really, Disney? There was no helping that one. Anyway, he had brought Disney back from the brink after the infamous Green Mail scandal of the 1980s, and he was quite literally Damon. Get it? Damon? Okay, fine, enough of the Damon jokes, it's really pronounced Damon. It was in this period of Cheers reruns, kids doing the Bartman, and the inception of this little wackadoodle thing called the World Wide Web, that the then Disneyland president, Jack Lindquist, had the idea to give Mickey Mouse and the gang a year off and let the Muppets move in to Disneyland and run the park for an entire year. Just think how weird it would have been to go to Disneyland and not see Mickey Mouse. That would have been like going to McDonald's to buy a salad. It just doesn't make sense. Anyways, the marketing stunt was meant to follow the 35th anniversary of the resort, with such plans to involve covering up the Disneyland sign so it would read Muppetland. Yep, they were really that clever. Muppetland. The infamous Mickey Mouse flower bed that has been a staple of the park since opening day in 1955 was set to be replaced by a Kermit-shaped flower bed instead. And lastly, Disney's first mountain, Disney's first roller coaster, was planned to be painted green. The entire mountain was to be painted green to mark the arrival of the Muppets. Other Muppetization of the park included Miss Piggy appearing in It's a Small World as Cleopatra, and Animal being featured in Pirates of the Caribbean. Special Muppet parades were also planned to be happening daily in the park, including Here Come the Muppets, which eventually found its way on over to Disney's MGM Studios, and the Muppet All-Star Motorcade. Now, the exact reason why this Muppetization and Muppet takeover of Disneyland never took place is unknown. However, Disneyland executives must have woken up and realised how catastrophic it would have been if they'd have removed Mickey Mouse from their signature park. But one thing is for sure, Michael Damon Eisner did love the Muppets, and that's probably the reason why he was willing to entertain the idea of allowing the Muppets to move in to Disneyland for an entire year. I hope you've enjoyed diving into the Disney Archive with me today. You can follow me down below at all the different social links here, like me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter, follow me on Instagram, and download DSNY Digest in the App Store, as it's free, and everybody likes free. And I've been Jack Kendall, and I'll see you real soon.
Moving right along, footloose and fancy free.
Getting there is half the fun, come share it with me.
Moving right along,
We'll learn to share the load.
we don't need a map to keep this show on the road.